Girl, let me ask you something. What if you could manifest your next big goal by simply asking yourself the right questions? Sounds a little crazy, right? Hear me out. That's exactly how I manifested my first $10,000 month. And no, it wasn't luck and it wasn't wishing upon a star. It was intentional and strategic, empowered by something called the askfirmation method. Now, before you roll your eyes and you think, oh girl, this is just another manifestation story, let me break it down for you. Now, first, let me just say, I didn't just sit around and wait for money to fall in my lap. No, that wasn't the case at all. I put the work in. But what really changed the game for me was how I affirmed these goals. And instead of saying things like, oh, I will make $10,000 this month, I asked myself, why am I making $10,000 a month so easily? Why am I so successful in this business? And girl, when I say things shifted, girl, everything happened so quickly. So let me break down the askfirmation method, right? If you've ever heard of affirmations, you know that you're saying something. You're affirming it, right? Askfirmation is when you affirm something in the form of a question. So instead of declaring something as if it's true, ask yourself, why is it true? So instead of saying, I am so wealthy, ask yourself, why am I so wealthy? And say it like you mean it too. When you ask yourself a question, immediately your brain just starts searching for answers, right? Now, I will say when I first discovered this askfirmation method, I was a little skeptical, but God told me, you have not because you ask not. Ask and you shall receive. You know. I just knew I was so ready and serious about leveling up. I knew that I just had to ask. I had to ask God, why is everything working out for me? You know, why am I so blessed? Why is my business so successful? I had to ask these questions for everything to align. I started to write down these questions every day, and I started to verbally say and ask these questions also. Why am I so successful at making $10,000 a month consistently? Why is my digital product business so successful? Why am I attracting the right customers for my business that pay without hesitating? And the trick really is not just writing it down and saying it, but actually pairing it with action. I had to go out and put action behind these words. So I showed up for my business. I created content for my products, right? And I marketed these products off to my customers. And I also made sure I was in alignment with that person that's already making $10,000 plus a month. You don't want to say these things and you're thinking with a lack mindset. You're thinking with a $0 mindset. You're thinking with a mindset of, oh, that's not gonna happen. No, you have to believe and automatically see that I'm about to make $10,000. You have to say that to yourself and actually believe it, and also put action behind it. So here's a few ways that you can actually start manifesting your goals with askfirmations. First, you have to be specific with your questions. Okay, please be specific. So instead of being vague, like, why am I so successful? Ask yourself something like, why is my business growing so quickly? Why am I hitting consistent $10K months? The more specific you are, the better. I'm telling you. Second, you want to write it down and say it daily. So every single day I would write down my askfirmations in my journal and I would just say them in my head. So when you write it down, it kind of reinforces it, and then when you say it again, it helps you believe it even more. That's where your belief system comes into play. If you believe it, you can attain it. So I would wake up every morning, write these askfirmations down, say these askfirmations. Sometimes I say it when I'm in the shower, when I'm getting ready in the mirror, and I'll just say it with the most biggest smile on my face, like, oh my God, why am I that girl? Why is my business so successful? Why am I hitting $10,000 plus $10,000 plus a month each month consistently in my business? And I just showed gratitude. I showed gratitude towards these things I was asking for because I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I felt it because I affirmed it within myself. I believed it. Now, the third thing you want to do is visualize your answer. Now, when I asked myself, why am I making $10,000 plus a month so easily? I started visualizing Shopify notifications coming in and coming in and coming in. I can hear the ding, ding, ding. I can see it physically on my phone. I could see it. I could feel the vibrations. I could see the notifications from Shopify. You have a new order of $500 and girl getting your bag. What? And just visually seeing it every single day. When I close my eyes, I could see it. I could visually see my customers DMing me, asking me questions about a product, and then going to go purchase it, right? I can see my following grow. I can see my engagement grow. And I can see my bank account growing. You know, imagine opening up your bank account app, whatever app it is, Bank of America, Chase, PenFed, whatever it is. Imagine seeing that money in your account. That's what I mean by visually seeing it. The key is to feel it as if it's already happened. Literally. And girl, I would tell you, like, the first time I hit $10,000 in a month for my business, it felt surreal because I literally started Girl Getting Your Bag to make an extra $1,000 a month, right? And me 10xing it within 90 days, I had my first $10,000 month in November. I started my business in August. Within 90 days, I had my first $10,000 month. So notice it did not happen overnight. I did not reach that $10,000 a month mark in a month, right? It took time and it took consistency. If you haven't watched my last video, go watch my last video as I'm talking about how consistency helped me grow. But when I hit that mark, it wasn't surprising. And you want to know why? It's because I already saw it happening. I visualized it happening before it happened. I already asked for it and I created space for it to happen. Everything that did not serve me, I got rid of it so that I can make room. I made room for that big goal, that $10,000 a month goal. The sales started coming in. The opportunities aligned with what I was visualizing and saying to myself and affirming and you know, just being clear and aligning with what I already asked myself. And before you knew it, the $10,000 a month goal wasn't just a goal anymore. It was my reality because I kept hitting it continuously again and again and again and again. And I know you may be asking, like, what if it doesn't happen? Does this really work? What if I try it and nothing happens? Well, you thinking with that lack mindset already, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I told you, you have to believe that it's going to happen for you. If you don't believe it and you don't put action behind it and just show up as that woman, that girl that's already making $10,000 a month, it won't happen. It won't. When you manifest and ask for these things, it isn't just obsessing over it or just forcing it, right? It's believing it. It's asking the right questions. It's letting your mindset know that, girl, get ready because it's about to happen before you know it. So instead of asking yourself, I told you, you have to ask the right questions. If you ask the wrong question, it won't happen. So instead of asking yourself, why is this not working for me? What if it doesn't work? You got to flip that and say, or ask, why is everything working out for me? Why am I so favored and blessed beyond my means? With gratitude, right? Don't just ask it, why is this working? No, put that energy into what you want back. If you want that big month, that big money month, you have to show up and believe that what you're asking is going to come true. If you ask yourself negative things or negative questions, negative things will happen. But if you ask yourself positive questions, positive things will happen, and fast. Now is your turn. I want you to grab your notebook and write down a big goal that you have for your business, for your life, and turn it into an askfirmation. If you want to get your dream apartment, why am I living in my dream apartment? Why do I get to wake up every day in my dream apartment and I pay my rent effortlessly? Why am I able to drive my dream car? Be specific. You know, maybe it's the AMG, maybe it's the Audi. Why am I able to drive my dream car with no note, no car note, paid in full, and I get to show up as my dream self. So once you write down your goal and you turn it into an askfirmation, take aligned actions towards that goal every single day. Every single day. Don't skip a day. Even if you go through the whole day, try to do it at night if you can. You know, if you remember, try not to skip a day. So I would love to hear what askfirmations you're using for your business, for your life, for your big goal, whatever it is. Drop it down in the comments and let's connect. If this video inspires you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share it with your bestie. Share it with a friend that may need this advice. We're just getting started and I want to see you win. I want to see you win big. So make sure you come back, okay? Because we're uploading videos back to back to back. I need you in this room with me. I need you here so that I can pour into you. So that we can pour into each other. You leaving these comments down below is going to help me know what you need from me to help you get to the next level in life. I want you to remember that sometimes the bag isn't just money. Sometimes it's stepping into your power, owning your vision, creating the life that you really want to live, creating the life that you deserve. You deserve that. You deserve. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't. So start asking, start believing, and start becoming the version of yourself that already has it, okay? I'll see you in the next video.